So, what's the one thing that will always beat raw natural talent? You might have an answer in mind, but I'm pretty sure the real one is hidden in a story that most people have never even heard. It's the story of a man who was once considered nothing more than property. A man with no name, no status, and, as far as the world was concerned, absolutely no future. And yet, he became a samurai? Yeah, one of the most legendary warrior classes in all of history. So how on earth does someone go from being owned to being a legend? Well, that's what we're going to unpack right now. We're calling this the Yasuke Protocol, named after the man himself. And it's a really powerful framework for achieving mastery, all built on this one core idea: invisible discipline. Okay, so let's set the scene. Picture this. It's the 16th century. A tall African man, Yasuke, arrives in Japan. Now, in a country that had probably never seen anyone with his skin color, he wasn't just an outsider, he was like a walking impossibility. I mean, just look at the gap between these two worlds. His starting point, he was literally considered property. No status, couldn't speak the language, had zero power. The goal? To become a samurai, a respected warrior with his own land and serious influence. That gap, it wasn't just big. It was seen as completely and utterly impossible to cross. And that's the real question, isn't it? When the world has already put you in a box, decided who you are and what you're capable of, how do you build a bridge to a life that nobody else can even imagine for you? Well, the answer is the key to this whole thing. It's what we're calling invisible discipline. It's this idea of forging your skills, your mind, your entire being into a weapon, not out in the spotlight for everyone to see, but in the dark, where absolutely no one is watching. Just let that sink in for a second. When there's no one there to pat you on the back, no one to applaud your effort, no one to even notice you're trying, the only thing you have is the work itself. See, invisible discipline is not about grinding for some prize at the end. It's the relentless practice for its own sake. It's showing up when you're the only person on earth who knows you're there. It's mastery that's forged in total, complete obscurity. And this is why it beats talent every single time. Talent is kind of like a firework. It's inborn, it's flashy, but honestly, it can be pretty unreliable. Invisible discipline, that's like the roots of a giant redwood tree. It's built, you can't see it, but it is rock solid. It's the foundation you can always depend on. So, what happens when all that work you've been doing in the dark is suddenly dragged out into the light? For Yasuke, the unseen was about to become undeniable. All of that quiet, unseen effort, the constant learning, the training, the intense focus, it didn't stay unnoticed forever. Eventually, it caught the attention of Oda Nobunaga, the great warlord who was unifying Japan. And yeah, pretty much the most powerful man in the entire country. Most people, they just saw the surface. They were fascinated or maybe just confused by his skin color. To them, he was a novelty. But Nobunaga, a master strategist, an incredible judge of character, he saw something else entirely. He looked right past the skin and saw the warrior underneath. He saw the focus, the strength, the unshakable discipline that could only have been forged in obscurity. He saw a samurai. And his rise from there was just staggering. From being property to getting a personal audience with the most powerful man in the nation to finally being made a samurai, this wasn't luck. This is what happens when years of invisible discipline smash right into one single moment of opportunity. Okay, so what does this incredible story actually mean for you and me? This is where the history becomes a practical blueprint. We can actually distill Yasuke's journey into a protocol we can use in our own lives to master whatever we want. The protocol itself is beautifully simple. First step, define your craft. Get crystal clear on the one skill you truly want to master. Step 2, practice in obscurity. This is the core of it. Do the work when no one's watching, with zero need for applause. And step 3, let the results speak. Just stop talking about what you're going to do. Do it. Eventually, your excellence will create its own gravity. And this is so powerful because it completely rewires your motivation. You start building consistency, which crushes those short bursts of intensity every single time. You learn to value the process, not the praise. And maybe most importantly, you start building internal validation. Your sense of self-worth comes from your own effort, not from somebody else's approval. So if you take only one thing away from this, let it be this. All that work you're putting in that nobody sees, that is not wasted time. That is you, in the dark, forging your most powerful weapon. It's the true source of your confidence, your skill, and your future. So I'll just leave you with this question. Forget about talent for a minute. Forget about getting recognized. Just focus on the work. What's that impossible chasm you're trying to cross? And what will your invisible discipline build?